Okay. I've gone through the chat in our icon group, and I would like to start with the issue of sending worker using the site. What exactly is the challenge, Joel?
Teacher, mine is like this. When I try to send it via email, they tell me that it is very big. So, and in the chat, I was still, and in the site, on the site, I was still connecting to this attendant called Jeff, because when I reach there on that option of sending, I can't be able to scroll up or downwards. So I was supposed to work on that today after the lesson. That's what I think. And also, when I sent some of the link, the other link of that work in your inbox, I didn't see any feedback. But I think I'll be trying to connect using the phone.
Okay, now as when you use the site, do you see the word send message? Joel, are you speaking? He's off. Maybe the network is poor. Karen, are you able to speak? You're not unmuting the mic. I don't know why. Is your network stable?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Joel.
Yes, teacher.
I was asking, when you're on the site, are you able to see the word send message?
I'm able to see them, but I can't scroll up and down to stretch and click on them. Or I should say, I should share the screen and I show you.
It's okay. Go on and share. Karen, are you also unable to send the worker using the site?
Yes, I'm unable.
What is your case? What is the challenge?
Maybe I'll show you after him sharing his screen.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we can go through this as we wait for Joel and for Madrin and Alvin. Finally, Joel, now you have a laptop.
Teacher.
Congratulations.
Teacher, I had it long time ago.
But you were using the phone all along.
No, since last week I had it. When I reach here on my courses, then messages. Some messages here. Yes, they tell me that no message forward. Let me try it. When I reach on messages here.
Yeah.
On messages here. So when I put into when I tap on new message and when I put in the recipient, I'm not able to scroll downwards like this. That is the problem. And also on my courses here, I can't be able to scroll down. But when I open it, like this one, might say it has issue.
Okay, first to go back to the message thing. You click under labels just in the space. First to go to
Yes.
new message.
Then label.
I know you want to scroll down. Just click in the space just down labels. No, you've selected add new. I want you to just click. Can you use the scroll down arrows on your keyboard?
Yeah, at least for them they have worked.
So are you now able to attach and then send the message?
Let me first try.
Try it now. You can just type Joan. Leave the surname out. Joel?
Yes, teacher. Yes, it is. Teacher, the arrows are reduced.
Eru, stop making noise.
Joel,
Yes, teacher.
you click on my name. Just click on the name you typed. Now, before sending, wait.
Oh,
Before sending, you first go back, click in front of my name. First remove N. Type it again. Now it is supposed to search for my name and actually brings you the profile down there so that you click on it.
so teacher, that's the problem. I have to first see that the profile has come up here, then I.
But you can send because the problem was scrolling, isn't it?
Yes,
Is it solved now?
I think so.
Okay, you'll be using those arrow keys on the keyboard.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Karen, you can also share the screen and show us where the challenge is.
So for me, when I reach here and let me first remove it. It sends that message. It refuses to enter.
If you click on send message, what does it say?
Missing message content.
Because you've not typed anything under message.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's it.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now you can start off the presentations. Make sure that you send. Now they are like how many assignments you've not sent for marking. Are they 3 too? Make sure that you send all of them so that I can mark them and then send back the results. All right. We can start off with our presentations. Any of you, Joel, you can go first. You present to us what you have.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're asked the question that why is the payment for land considered to be as economic rent? And here is the research that I carried out. Okay. We'll go. So why is payment for land referred to as an economic rent? Payment for land is referred to as an economic rent because of the following. Number one, land is fixed in supply. That is, land has perfectly inelastic supply because as change in demand of the land does not lead to any change in the supply of the land. As land is a free gift of nature and its quantity is fixed, and the supply curve of land is straight, and that is, it is a vertical line. I hope you're getting me there. I hope I'm clear there. That's why it has a perfect the inelastic supply. Because of that, the change in demand and of the land does not lead to any change in supply of it, because land is a free gift of nature and its quantity is fixed. Next, land, hence the supply curve of land is straight, or it is a vertical line. Land is geographically immobile, that is, it cannot be moved from one location to another. The supply of land is zero, the supply of land is 0. That is, it is a free gift of nature. Next. I hope I can stop here.
Joel,
Yes, teacher.
you can first unshare. We work on the first activity first. Let Karen first discuss also about land as well. Yeah. Karen, you can share the screen and discuss with us.
Because the supply for land is
I think I did not understand the question.
as if we go to question.
Yes?
You sent 2 questions. You sent 2 different questions.
So I should discuss the other one.
The first one first.
Which one is the first? Is it this one or this one?
The one
Explain.
about land as economic rent. What you have as number 2.
I think land is. I think all payments to land are considered as economic rent because economic rent is the excess money earned by a resource by virtue of its present use. Thus, all payments made to use all gifts of nature. That's what I have for that question. I didn't understand it well.
Okay, how about after Joel's explanation? Do you need him to first reshare and then explain again, or?
Yes.
Okay, maybe before Joel coming again, Madrin, you're welcome. If you did anything about the activity, you can share with us.
Madam, which activity?
The one that you have on the group, the one Karen actually shared in the groups.
About labor.
About land as economic rent.
I didn't see that one.
Okay. You will go back, check well, and then attempt to that activity as well. Joel, you can share again the screen and then give detailed explanations.
Let me first stop and share again.
Actually, you can first share the question or read for us the question.
Okay. Where can I get it? Here. I have it here. So the question was saying, You use okay. Let me start it from that was the activity. Part one was saying that use the software of your choice to explain why all payments to land are considered as economic rent. Why all payments to land are considered as economic rent. So this is what I got. So this is what I managed to recycle. Land as an economic rent. Make sure. Okay. Why land is referred to as an economic rent, that is what we have looked at. That was our question. So we continue that the payment for land is referred to as an economic rent because of the following reasons. Number one, land is fixed in supply. So we all know that land has a perfect inelastic supply, or somebody else can say it has perfectly inelastic supply, because as change in demand of land does not lead to any change in the change in demand of the land does not lead to any change in the supply of it, whereby land is a free gift of nature and its quantity is fixed. Hence, the supply curve of land is a straight line. And if it is a straight line, meaning it is a vertical line, a straight vertical line. I hope I'm clear there. Any questions? Or I proceed?
Please come again.
Okay. On the first point, first of all, we have to know that land has a fixed supply, making it perfectly inelastic, because the change in demand of it does not lead to any change in the supply of it. That is because it is a free gift of nature and its commodity is fixed and its quantity is fixed. Yes, and its quantity is fixed. Because its quantity is fixed due to, at first, we know that it is a free gift of nature. So making the quantity fixed, making the supply curve of the land a straight vertical line. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So land is geographically mobile. That is, it cannot be moved from one location to another. As you will know, the supply of land is zero, since it is a free gift of nature. So it is a free gift of nature. So you can't move with it. Okay? That was the second point. It can't be moved from one place to another. Yeah. Okay. That one followed. And
Okay, Joel, are you done?
yes, teacher.
Okay, thanks for that presentation. Maybe to add on what you've presented,
Yes.
first of all, we needed to know what economic rent is. Now, when we talk of economic rent, it is broad enough, but we can define it as income derived from ownership or control over a limited access or resource. And such income, any income you get from the ownership of any asset, and this income is attained without any expenditure, or it is attained without any effort that is made over that resource or over that asset, is called an economic rent. The payment for such asset is an economic rent. What do we mean by this? Taking land as a holder of a payment as economic rent, we mean that this land, after purchasing your land, maybe you want to hire it to someone, maybe to out farming, or you want to sell a part of that land, you will not need to incur any other cost, any more cost, and you will not need to actually work or make ahead of any effort to sell off that land or to hire it out. So whenever we talk of economic rent, we mean that income that you get from something, and that's something you've not added more costs in that something, and you've not worked hard, you've not added any effort. And we can have other examples like, okay, can we have some examples of the assets we can earn money from when we've not hustled much and when we've not actually incurred more costs? The first example is land. You purchase your land, it be there. If you want to sell part of the land, you will not go back and look for other money so that you sell off the land. No, you will not need efforts to work on anything on the land for you to sell it. If you want to sell it, you just sell it and earn the income without any other expenditure and without any other more effort added to that land. Which other examples can we have? Maybe you've built your rentals, they are done. So for you to earn income from those rentals, you will not need to go get a loan from the bank and then build again or do something. So briefly, economic rent is that income that you earn or that you get from owning something or from controlling an asset. And not only owning the asset or controlling the asset, but you will not need any expenditure for you to earn the income or to get the income. I hope you get me clear about economic rent.
Yes, teacher.
Karen and Madrin, have you picked something about economic rent?
Yes.
Okay, so after knowing that economic rent is that income that is derived from owning an asset, and you do not need, you getting the income, you do not need to spend more money. It will make you understand that land is actually paid as economic rent. So the payment for land, economic rent qualifies to be the payment for land, knowing that economic rent is that income that you get from an asset without extra expenditures. So going back to Joan's explanations, the point, as you explain those points, you know that land is immobile, and since it is immobile, you will not need extra costs of maybe transporting land to where you're going to sell it from. If it was something like maybe you're selling off a fridge, you'll need maybe to deliver the fridge. But for land is immobile, so you will not need no extra costs, no extra transport costs, and that will make you earn income that is not out of spending more money. What is the other point Joel talked of apart from immobility?
It was land has a fixed supply.
Yes, fixed supply. So you find that all the points are, actually you can give the characteristics of land. They qualify land to be paid as economic rent because all those features bring it out that you're going to earn income from your land without spending any other expenditure and without any other extra effort made for you to attain income from that land.
Teacher, I wanted
And
more explanation about the fixed supply. The fixed supply coming up with a perfect elastic supply there. That's where I want some more details.
about the fixed supply.
Yes.
Now, you know something that is fixed. Wanji.
Yes, teacher.
So what do we mean by in the layman's language when we say fixed, what do we mean?
Something can't be changed.
And then supply.
The meaning of supply. Supply, I interpret it in very many ways. The other one of commodities and yes, that's the major supply also. So
the one of what?
The other supply which involves producers,
What do we mean when we say that to supply, I'm going to supply ABCD?
It means that I'm going to give you ABCD.
Isn't it to distribute?
To give it's to distribute, at least.
Now, what we mean by supply of land being fixed, first of all, if you have, let's get an example of maybe you own an acre of land. So this part of land that you're owning is not going to either be decreased or increased. You cannot increase that acre of land or decrease that acre of land unless you're selling it off. That is when you're going to decrease it. So that's why what we mean by land is fixed. The supply is fixed because supply of land is always fixed in quantity. So it means you will not be able to increase your land and you will not be able to decrease your land, ceteris paribus. So for example, if you consider other factors of production, you can have very many people as labor, and these people can be increased or decreased. But if you have your land and that is your land, you own that land, you will not wake up one morning when that land is decreased out of blue, and you will not wake up one morning when that land is maybe has increased from 1 acre to 2 acres. So that's what we mean by fixation in land. Are you on now, June?
Yes, teacher. I'm good.
Okay. All right. I think you needed only a few points for that question. Now I'll beg that the other activity was supposed to be for the next engagement. That's why I told you to tackle this first. So Madrin, do you have any challenge with submitting the work?
Yes, whenever I put in your name, it doesn't really show. And last time I wondered whether you saw my work, because I sent some work, but then I didn't get feedback of anything.
Yes, I didn't see the work. Where did you send it? On the site or email?
Site.
Can you share your screen? We solve that at once.
Okay.
Madrin, is your network okay now? Because I
Yes.
see what time.
Oh, shit.
Do you type in both names or you type in only one name?
I type both names.
You type in both names.
Yes. Okay, I type a surname, it brings only plain Joan, but when I type in what? The other name, it doesn't come.
Now you have to actually click on that plain Joan, the one I use.
Yeah.
Madrin, you get the point?
No?
I'm saying that when you're sending work,
Yes.
you just need to type the Joan. Just that when typing Joan, it will bring you Joan without a profile picture. You
Yes.
just click on that Joan. It's the one I use.
Yes.
Have you gotten the point?
I think it has come.
If you type even Joel and Karen, if you type in both names, it might bring out my profile. You just need to type there Joan and then yeah, it will come out and you click on that.
The page has failed to load.
But have you gotten the point?
Yes.
Okay, you will just need to type in Joan and then click on that empty profile you're talking of. The assignment will come directly to me. Oh, Joel, you have a question in the chat. Teacher, you sent your assignment on the email last time. What do you mean by last time? Exactly.
Teacher, he told me that you will check. But I've never received
When did you send the assignment?
the feedback.
Because I've not seen
Last
any email from you.
long time ago. I
But
think I will settle down. Teacher,
yes.
I think I will settle down and send it. I think I will settle down and send all of them.
Okay, but there is some assignment over they were two. You sent on August.
The ones on production.
Yes, I marked and sent the feedback on the site.
Last time. Yeah, I remember.
When you had no laptop, eh? So you can actually go back on the site and then check well. Or I can even resend because I normally my marked assignment.
Teacher, for me, I don't know what happened to my messages.
You
Should
don't
I
know.
share and I show you? Hey, all
It's
of
okay.
them I'm not seeing even. I'm not seeing there. Let me show you. Let's see. Messages, inbox. Teacher, which one do you see there? No messages found. So teacher, I don't know what happened.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not on the computer. I'm using the phone, but I'm going to send you the feedback on the site this evening. And if you do not, you will check again on the site. If you don't see
Okay.
any message, you update me. Clear?
Yes. Teacher, also
Okay.
this introduction. My introduction is not functioning. Hey.
What do you mean?
It wasn't functioning.
It was the network, I think.
I tried it several times, but it
Good.
wasn't.
It has worked now. Okay, if you do not have any other inquiry, any other query, we can end this. I prepare for the engagement I have at 3.
Okay, teacher. How about the questions?
What do you mean? Which questions?
The other questions you said.
The discussion questions.
Yes, 10, 10.
10, 10.
Yes.
You're suggesting the time that we are going to meet for that course. So you will just update me on the day and the time you've come up.
Okay.
Mm. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.